Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. In this video, we're going to look at the reason or the explanation that INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, has given for its opposition to P2B's tendering of Form EC8A and why they are wrong in what they are doing to Peter Obi, and to show that Peter Obi is right in tendering those forms that INEC is objecting to. So first of all, we're going to look at the explanation that INEC is giving why it's objecting to Peter Obi's tendering of this Form EC8A, which contain certified true copies of the result sheets of the February 25, 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. And then we look at the way forward and how it's going to work out at the end, because in the end, the justices of the court will have to look at the law and the evidence arriving at their conclusion. Now, we are going to look at their own objection, then I will tell you why I think they are wrong. INEC is wrong in what he's doing. If not that it is being clever by half, we wouldn't have gone to that far of objecting to Peter Obi's tendering of Form EC8A to the election petition court. Now let's look at what INEC is saying. What INEC is saying. The Independent National Electoral Commission has explained why it is objecting to the tendering and admissibility of each documents as exhibits by the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, to establish his petition against the election of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president. The electoral body had on Thursday vehemently opposed or objected to the admission of several documents brought to the presidential election petition court by Obi and Labour Party for the purpose of tendering them as exhibits to justify their petition. However, at Friday's proceeding, INEC lawyer Kemi Ihero, senior advocate of Nigeria, told the court that the electoral body opposed the presentation of the certified true copies of the documents, mainly election result sheets, because Obi and Labour Party did not challenge the conduct of the election in the areas relating to the documents. Take note of that. They say Obi did not challenge result in the areas where he's tendering document, because we're going to look at the areas that Peter Obi is challenging the results, and you will see that Peter Obi has never tendered anything outside those states and local governments. Pinheiro explained that issues were not joined in the local government areas. You can see what is claiming, that issues were not joined in the local government, but it was the local governments that made up of the states. So you cannot be challenging the results in the state without getting the results from the local governments. And that was why even the boxes that you have been seeing, that P2B tendered, that contained those from EC8A, there were boxes obtained from state, but from different local governments. Because INEC has offices in local government where they collect these results from each local government before they take it to the state. So he was being clever by half by claiming that local government were not joined, that issues were not joined in the local government areas where the result sheets were sought to be tendered, adding that it was wrong of the petitioners to go beyond the areas where the election is disputed. Okay, we're going to look at the areas where the elections are disputed, and you find out whether Peter Obi had ever gone beyond his boundary. He accused Obi of trying to confuse issues by bringing result sheets where he did not dispute the election and the returns, adding that the presidential candidate ought to have guided himself with the pleadings in his petition. According to INEC, the local government areas unlawfully smuggled into proceedings of the court are totally strange to the petition and cannot stand in the face of the law. INEC's explanation offered while lawyers were ordered to make an appearance, however, drew the anger of the presiding justice of the court, Justice Haruna Simon Samani. Justice Samani held that it was wrong of INEC's lawyer to have smuggled the explanation into the proceedings because all the parties in the petition had agreed to offer such explanations at the address stage of the proceedings. Pinheiro, in return, apologized to the court but said that he was forced to speak up on the objection because of the deluge of criticism suffered in the media by his clients. The senior lawyer hinted that social media users had turned his client to an object of ridicule without finding out reasons for objection against the admissibility of the documents. The INEC lawyer, as far as I'm concerned, lied. And I will tell you why he lied. But before I go further on that, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, why did I say that the INEC lawyer lied? INEC lawyer lied when he said Obi tendered results from even where he is not challenging the results as one of the reasons for the objection to his tendering of the Form EC8A, or the certified true copies of the results in some of the states at the tribunal. If you look at the video of some of the boxes when they were being tendered at the court, you would see that there was no state in the list that I'm going to give you where P2B is challenging the results that was not represented there. In fact, not all of them were there because P2B is challenging the result in 21 states, while in recent tendering between Thursday and Friday, what Peter had tendered had been about 18 states, not all the 21 states. So either the INEC lawyer is being mischievous, or he has not read the full details of what the petition of P2B contains. For the avoidance of doubt, Obi is challenging the Independent National Electoral Commission results in 21 states, including some of the states that he won, including Lagos. So P2B is challenging results in 21 states, including some of the states he won, including Lagos. Okay? P2B won Lagos State, but is challenging the result of Lagos State. In his petition, is there. You can take your time and go and look at the petition of P2B once again. Recall that in his petition, P2B is disputing the results of the February 25 election in 21 states of the 36 states in Nigeria. The 21 states include 3 of the 11 states Obi won based on the final results announced by the INEC. Here, all of us are working with the INEC result, but we know that there's a lot of disputations. Many of us don't believe the figure that INEC have been bandying about. And the justices the political party, especially the PDP and the APC, the PDP and the Labour Party, are challenging those results. But it is the results that we are working with, that we are doing all our analysis with, until the courts upturn those results going forward. Now, the 21 states include 3 of the 11 states will be won based on the final result announced by the INEC. In the states that he won, Obi is challenging only figures credited to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So there were about 3 states that P2B won that he's challenging the election. But in that challenge, he's challenging the results of the accredited to Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because those states are the states P2B is believing that Aswad's vote was padded up while his own was suppressed. So he is challenging the results in those 3 states. Particularly, P2B is not bothered about PDP's result in those states. It's Aswad, because Aswad was the one he believed that his result was so padded that it was outrageous. Now, in the states that he won, Obi is challenging only figures credited to Bola Tinubu of the APC, who was declared winner of the keenly contested poll. Obi is disputing the results announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission in states including Rivers, Lagos, Taraba, Benue, Adamawa, Imo, Bauchi, Borno, Kaduna, and Plateau states. The rest are Ekiti, Oyo, Ondo, Osun, Kano, Katsina, Kwara, Gombe, Yobe, and Niger. He is disputing the outcome of the poll in 21 states of the Federation, including 3 that INEC declared him to have won. The 3 states are Imo, Lagos, and Plateau. The other 8 states and the Federal Capital Territory that he won are excluded from the list. In Imo, Lagos, Plateau, and 7 others, and other states of the Federation not specified in the petition, Obi said the issue recorded for the second respondent, that's for Tinubu, did not comply with the legitimate processes for computation of the results and disfavored the petitioners, that disfavored Obi and Labour Party. The 10 states, including the 3 won by him, are Rivers, Lagos, Taraba, Benue, Adamawa, Imo, Bauchi, Borno, Kaduna, and Plateau. In the remaining 11 states, whose results he is challenging, the Labour Party candidates alleged that the outcome of the election was marred by overvoting. He said overvoting occurred in Taraba and Borno, the home state of Tinubu's running mate and Vice President Kashim Shettima. The 11 states plus Borno and Taraba where overvoting took place according to Obi are Ekiti, Oyo, Ondo, Taraba, Osun, Kano, Katsina, Kwara, Gombe, Yobe, and Niger. Obi has also said that his forensic analysis of the electoral materials used for the election showed that the vote cast in the polling units exceeded the number of votes accredited on the beavers in those states. Obi and Labour Party maintain in their petition that they pooled the majority of the lawful votes cast across the country. And the Labour Party candidate said he won the presidential election, but for the suppression of his vote across thousands of polling units in the country. Now, these are the position of Obi to show that he won the election, and INEC is trying to prove like a stumbling block to that process. It's quite unfortunate, but the truth of the matter remains that the lawyer of INEC was wrong in saying that Obi was presenting results from places where he was not challenging the results. There is no place I challenge anybody, and including the INEC lawyer, to show me any box that I have seen so far that was tendered in that court that contained any local government that was not in the state where Peter Obi was challenging the election results. So it is unfair for the INEC, if you don't know the explanation to give for the barrage of condemnation that he deservedly got from Nigerians, because it was objecting to Peter Obi submitting evidence from Form EC8A, which Peter Obi also got through the INEC. For you to do that, for you to now claim that Peter Obi was submitting local government that was not, their result is not in dispute, as an explanation for why he's objecting the submission of those from is a lie. He's lying to Nigerians. He's trying to deceive Nigerians. He has no cogent explanation. If that is the only explanation he has for objecting to the submission of that from EC8A, that is the truth. There's no other explanation except that they want to be mischievous. They want to stonewall and stop Peter Obi from presenting the exhibit that he could use to prove that the election was rigged, that his vote was suppressed, and that if not for the suppression of his vote and the padded votes allegedly allocated to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he was the one that got the highest number of lawful votes cast in that election. I don't know what else INEC is trying to do except to make sure that they stop Peter Obi from proving his case. That's basically it. But I hope that the justices of the appeal court and much later the Supreme Court will understand the game that INEC is playing, that they are trying to be obstructive to the due process. They are trying to be obstructive to the presentation of the evidence that could be used to nail the declaration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. Okay? Because if they are so confident of themselves, what they ought to have done is to present a better result than what Peter Obi had presented. And in any case, the result that Peter Obi presented is a result that emanated from INEC itself. So how can INEC be objecting to its own document? For them to do that means that there's a deliberate mischief to stop Peter Obi from from presenting his evidence to the court, so that the court can now decipher who is right and who is wrong in the whole matter of the declaration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the winner of the 2023 presidential election, as announced by INEC. So INEC, that explanation by INEC holds no water. And I hope Nigerians understand it and they are not deceived by the media propaganda backing Tinubu and INEC that they have any point in that matter. No, they don't. So that is it. But the good thing about it is that despite their objection, the court was able to understand that Peter Obi could not have manufactured those from EC8A on his own. So the court finally admitted those documents as evidence in the case. That's the good thing about it. But it's also important for Nigerians to know that INEC is trying to be the stumbling block in the quest for the truth about the 2023 presidential election coming out. Okay, so we continue to update Nigerians on this so that they don't get deceived by the slanted and the biased media reporting that is now being propagated against Peter Obi and Labour Party as this matter goes on in the court, since it's not being televised live. Because we thank God for the social media. The traditional media do not have monopoly of information now. Other Nigerians can dig information. We have people who are in the courts who are also part of the team of lawyers of Peter Obi and co. They're also telling us what is going on in all those processes so that we're not misguided by what nation newspaper, the channels, and all the rest of them are churning out as the truth. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel, I hit the notification bell. Anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you and yours. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. God bless you and yours.